Hi guys, so this is the first video that I am going to be filming for you guys, and I'm super excited, and I figured what better video to film than my favorite beauty products of 2014. I don't know if it's that I'm a nosy person or what, but I absolutely love to see what products girls used the previous year that they fell in love with, so I figured I would just do that video for you girls today. So I do have everything in a box, and I originally had planned on going in order by how I apply my makeup, like primer, foundation, concealer, blush, but then I put everything in a box and it got super messy, so I'm just gonna randomly start picking stuff out of the box and letting you guys know why they were one of my favorite products for 2014. So let's get started. I'm gonna start out with these four makeup brushes. This one is a MAC brush, and it's the 109. It's a blush brush, and I love this brush. I've had it for about 3 years. I've washed it 100 times. It's still soft. It's lasted me forever, and the reason why I love it is because it's super tiny. It's the perfect blush brush. It just fits perfectly on my cheeks. It blends the product really well. It picks up the product really well as well, so I just really love this brush. I know MAC brushes are really expensive, so I only have a few of their brushes, but I definitely do not regret getting this one. This one is definitely one of my favorite MAC brushes. The next brush is a contour brush, and it is from Real Technique. It looks like this, and I love this brush for contouring. Again, it's a tiny brush, so it's perfect to get right in there, and I just feel like it blends out my contour really well, and it's a really inexpensive brush. So if you've never tried the Real Technique brushes, I really recommend that you check out this line. It's really good, and I know they sell it in Ulta, and I think that some drugstores carry it, but I'm not sure. But I know for a fact that you can find this brand at Ulta, and they're always having sales, so that's really good too. Then another really inexpensive, and by the way, I'm 8 months pregnant, so I get out of breath really easily, so sometimes just bear with me. I do have to catch my breath. But the next brush that I have is a really inexpensive brush, and it's from e.l.f., and it's their mineral powder brush. It looks like this. It's about $3. I bought it at Target. I've gone through like 3 of these. That's the only bad thing. It only costs $3. It's an amazing brush, but when I wash it a couple of times, I do notice that the handle, like this part right here that holds all the hairs on the brush, does loosen up a little bit, so then I just go and buy another one. But it is a really good brush, and I use it to set my under eye powder. It's so soft, and it just gets right in there perfectly. So I have had to buy about 3 of these, but I still continue to buy them because I just love them so much. It's a really good brush. Then the next one is another brush that I've also had for about 3 years. It's from Sigma, and it is their angled top kabuki brush. It looks like this. This brush is amazing. I cannot even tell you how many times I have used this brush. I also have the flat kabuki one, and I do like that one too, but if this one is clean, which it's a little dirty right now, but if this one is clean and the flat kabuki one is clean too, I will always just grab this one. I think it just applies your foundation flawlessly. It blends it out so well. It's so soft. I cannot even tell you how many times I have cleaned this brush, and it's just really durable. It's really lasted me. I love the way it blends everything out, so I really recommend this brush for your foundation. It is my favorite foundation brush. Then on to eyeshadows. Instead of showing you a bunch of eyeshadows, single eyeshadows that I like, I figured that I would just show you guys my 2 favorite palettes from last year that I have been obsessed with, that I always tend to go to these 2 palettes. One is a high-end brand, and the other one is kind of like a drugstore brand. You can find it at Target. But the first one that I wanted to show you guys is the Lorac Pro Palette. I'm sure you've heard of this palette. It is amazing. I love it. I have taken it with me anytime I have to go somewhere, like a wedding or if I'm just traveling with my husband. I went in May to Europe with my husband, and this was one of the palettes that I took with me, and I loved it. None of the shadows broke or anything like that, but I love it because, yikes, sorry, my phone. So I love it because it is an amazing neutral palette. The whole first row right over here are all matte eyeshadows, and then the second row are shimmery satin eyeshadows, but I just love it. It's perfect. Honestly, if you can only have one eyeshadow palette, I would really recommend this one. This one is incredible. The eyeshadows are a little powdery, but they're just so easy to blend, and they're super pigmented. So if you have not tried this eyeshadow palette, I really recommend that you go to your nearest Sephora and you try it out, because you will love it. It is amazing. I do not regret buying this palette. Then the next one, like I said, is one that you can find in the drugstore. And what I mean by drugstore, I mean Target. I bought this about 2 years ago at Target, and I do not regret buying this. It is an amazing palette. It's this one right over here. And I actually don't remember what it's called. It's by Sonia Kashuk. And I don't remember what it's called, and I know that they named it differently, and I think they even changed the formula of the eyeshadows. I think that supposedly now they're not as powdery as they used to be. So this one still is powdery, but that does not bother me at all. The colors blend out so easily. They're super pigmented, and I feel like everyone needs to have a basic matte eyeshadow palette, and all of these colors are matte. It goes from a really like bone white color all the way to a really dark black color. My favorite colors that I've used is this one right over here, this one, and that one. I've used them to blend out colors on my crease, or to really darken out the outer part of my crease area right over here. So this is a really good palette. You can find it at Target, and if I am correct, I think it costs like $20, but I've had it for like 2 years, so it could have changed. I'm not sure. Then foundations. I have so many foundations. Foundations is one of my favorite beauty products to just try out. I don't know what it is about foundations, but I just love to try them out and find out what works for me and what doesn't work for me. And these 3 foundations are amazing. I'm going to start out with the higher brand one. You can find it in Sephora, and it is from Kat Von D. If you are looking for a foundation that is full coverage, you need to try this foundation. It is for you. I love it for those events that I have to go to where you completely want to just hide any blemishes that you have on your face. This will definitely do that to you. I will do that for you. Sometimes you honestly don't even need to apply concealer on your face when you're using this foundation. I still use like my under eye concealer to highlight, but as far as like concealing blemishes or anything like that, I really do not have to use a concealer when I use this foundation, because like I said, it is full coverage. The only thing is that because it is so full coverage and really pigmented, it's a really thick foundation. It's thicker than your normal foundation. So I do recommend that you moisturize your face really well. I'm actually going to show you girls a primer that I use with this foundation that works really well. So when I apply it, it just blends out really easily. So this one is my favorite higher end foundation. The next 2 foundations that I wanted to show you girls are from the drugstore, and they are these 2 foundations right over here. I have been using these 2 foundations forever, for years, and I love them. Like I said, I love to try out foundations, but these 2 are foundations that I just always have a backup of because I love them and I know that they work for me. So this one is a foundation that has higher coverage, so it goes from like a medium to full coverage. And then this is a foundation that you can use like every day if maybe you're just leaving your house to run errands and you're not really meeting up with anyone. So these two are really good. Sometimes when I apply this foundation, I cannot believe it is a drugstore foundation because the coverage on it is amazing. And if you're actually looking for a foundation that is similar to the one that I just showed you from Kat Von D, but you don't really want to go out and spend $30 on it, I really recommend that you go to your nearest drugstore and you try this one out because it has amazing coverage, but it is not expensive at all. And it is your CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation. Supposedly it's supposed to be a primer, foundation, and concealer. But I just love the coverage of this foundation. It makes my face look flawless every time I use it. And the color that I use it in is in 845. And the Kat Von D one is M54. Or actually the one that I'm using right now is M56. I just got the wrong one. And then this one, the Loreal one, like I said, it's for those days that you're maybe just stepping out of your house to run some errands, but you still want some coverage. This makes your face look so pretty and healthy, but it can be built up to a medium coverage. I probably wouldn't say full coverage just because I have those two other foundations, so I know what full coverage looks like. But for someone that maybe doesn't have that many blemishes, this might be considered a full coverage foundation for you. Once again, I'm out of breath. Okay. Then for blush, I have two blushes that I was completely obsessed with last year, and I love blushes. Foundation and blushes are like my favorite makeup product to buy, and these two, it was really hard for me to narrow it down because I literally have like 40 blushes, but I just kept telling myself, okay, what blush did you keep going back to last year? And these two are definitely the blushes that I would constantly keep going back to. The first one is from Bobbie Brown, and it is called Tawny 2. Tawny 2, it's Tawny 2, and this is actually the blush that I wore on my wedding day. I think it is such a pretty blush. You do have to be careful with the Bobbie Brown blushes because they're super pigmented, so all you need is a little bit and then you have to blend it out carefully. So if you do get one of these blushes, just be very careful because it could get out of hand, and I'm definitely one of those girls that sometimes overdoes it with her blushes. So I'm just letting you guys know, don't say I didn't warn you. But this blush is amazing. It's one of those blushes that you can wear with any makeup look, so I do love that blush. And then the next one is from Nars, and it is called Luster, and it looks like this. And this one is again another blush that you can wear with any type of makeup look. This one is more on the corally side, where the other one from Bobbie Brown is a little bit more on the pinky side. But I love these two blushes. They're amazing. They're really good. Nars is also really pigmented, but I would say it's probably a little bit easier to use than the Bobbie Brown ones, because I feel like the Bobbie Brown ones are a little bit more powdery, so you could get more product on your brush, whereas this one you could kind of just get a little wild with your brush in this blush. So I do love these two blushes. Then for highlight, I fell in love with two highlight products this year, and the first one is again from Nars, and it is called Albatross, and it looks like this. When you look at it on the pan, you think it's probably like a white highlight and that it's probably not something that's going to be that pretty, but I promise you it is beautiful, and it is actually a gold highlight. It's crazy how when you look at it, you're probably not going to be able to see it. Yeah, no, my lighting right now sucks, but it's crazy when you look at it. It just looks like it's going to be a white highlight, or it probably even looks like a setting powder. It does not look like a highlight that is going to be gold, but I promise when you put it on your face, it is a gold highlight. And I actually love to use this also on the inner part of my eye, on my tear ducts, as a highlight. It's a really beautiful color for that. And then the next one is a Bobbie Brown Shimmer Brick, and this one is in bronze, and it is just so beautiful. I'm actually wearing it today. I don't know if maybe you can tell that I'm wearing highlight, but this highlight is just gorgeous. If you have heard of the Bobbie Brown highlights, then you already know that I do not have to try to sell you this highlight. It is amazing. She does an amazing job with her highlights, and this one is just one of my favorite ones. It is beautiful, and I think that this is a great color for girls that are my skin color, maybe a little bit on the darker side, but it's just so beautiful. I love this highlight. The moment I bought it, I got obsessed with it. Then for contouring, I have two contouring colors that I wanted to show you guys. The first one, well actually they're both from the drugstore. The first one is from Milani. It looks like this, and it is number 2 medium, and this one's a really dark color, but I love to use this one when I want to do a really dark contouring. And then I will go in with this one from NYC, and it is in 720 Sunny, and this one's a little bit lighter, so I will use this one as an all over bronzing powder. I'll just put it right over the first color that I applied, and I'll blend it out so that it can look a little bit more natural. But these two bronzing powders are really good. For concealer, I have two concealers that I love. The first one is from Bobbie Brown, and it looks like this. And I love this concealer, as funny as it may sound. I love it for my nose because my nose tends to get really red, and I've used concealers that just does not work for me, and it does not cover up the redness, but this one is amazing for that. It's actually a corrector, and it is in light to medium Bisque, and this product is incredible. I've gone through like 3 of these because I just don't find anything else that can cover my red nose except this, so I love it. And then the next one is not going to be a surprise. I feel like everyone uses this concealer, and it is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. This stuff is amazing, and the color that I use is NC25. This stuff is amazing. I love to use it for under my eyes, for right over here, down my nose, on my chin. I just love this product. It's amazing. It is maybe about 2 shades lighter than my skin tone because I do like to use it for highlighting, but I just think it's an amazing product. I have heard some people say, first of all, you have to be careful because it is glass. And I have heard some people say that it's a little hard to squeeze because sometimes you squeeze too much out. I haven't really had that product. I'm just really careful when I squeeze it out, and I always just get the right amount. So if you're looking for a really good concealer, I would really try the MAC concealer. Then for my primer, like I mentioned earlier, a primer that I use for my Kat Von D is the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. I know it's an eraser, but I actually put this on my nose and then I blend it all out on my face. So I do use it. You could say that I use it as a primer, and I love it. It just makes it so easy for me to blend out that Kat Von D foundation that I did say can be a little hard to blend out. So I love to use this when I know that I'm going to be using my Kat Von D foundation. And then another primer that I love to use is from Revlon, and it's their Photoready Color Correcting Primer. And this one is kind of like a lotion texture, where this one is kind of that silicone. Is that what I'm trying to say? Silicone? That kind of texture that's like really silicone-y and really soft, and then this one is kind of just like a lotion. So I really do like this one. I feel like it does blend everything and blur everything out, so I like this product from Revlon as a primer. Then for my eyebrows, oh my god, I fell in love with this product this year. It is from Anastasia, and it is their DipBrow in Pomade. Oh, their DipBrow Pomade in medium brown. This is the packaging, and this is what it looks like. And I've used this so many times, and it's like I don't even know how long this is gonna last me. It's probably gonna last me like a good 3 years or something if it does not dry out on me, because you just need the tiniest bit to put on your brows and then blend it out. But this stuff is amazing. You know that everyone is all about their brows now and perfecting their brows and making it look amazing, and this is definitely one of those products that will make your brows look on point all the time. mascara. This is my favorite mascara, and it's been my favorite mascara for about 3 years already. It's from Covergirl, and it's their Lashblast Volume Mascara. I don't even know what to say about this mascara. It's inexpensive. You can pretty much find it anywhere, and I just love it. I have used higher end mascaras that are a lot more expensive than this, and I just always go right back to this mascara. I just feel like it makes my lashes longer, and it just separates them really well. So I love this mascara, and like I said, it's really inexpensive. Then for a eyeshadow primer, I love this one that is from, is this Maybelline? Yes, from Maybelline, and it's their Color Tattoo eyeshadow base, and this one is in 250 Nude Pink. It looks like this. I'm not sure if this color was from a collection that they came out with, so maybe you cannot find this specific color, but I just love this product all over. I have about 4 different colors, and I just love them. I think that they really help your eyeshadows stay on all day. And if you like the MAC paint pots, with which I have a couple of them, if you don't want to go out and spend so much money on the MAC paint pots, I really recommend that you just go out and buy these. They're pretty much the same thing. For liquid eyeliner, I am obsessed with this NYC eyeliner liquid. This stuff is amazing. It only costs like $2, maybe $3. It's not more than that, but this stuff is incredible. If you're someone that has trouble doing that perfect cat winged liner, this will definitely be the little brush that you need for that. It is so teeny tiny, and it's just so easy to make a winged liner with this. It's so tiny, it's perfect, it's inexpensive, it does dry matte. It is really liquidy, so you kind of have to be a little bit careful when you're applying it. Just make sure that when you take it out, you kind of clean it a little bit, and then you go and you do the winged liner. But this stuff is incredible. Okay, I am so sorry. I know it's darker, but my memory card got full, so I had to go transfer my pictures and my videos, and it took a while. So let me just try to finish this video. The next thing that I wanted to show you guys is another eye primer, and this one's from Lorac, and it came in 2 eyeshadow palettes that I have from them. The one that I showed you previously, which is the Lorac Pro Palette, and the Lorac Unzipped palette. But I love this eye primer. It's really good. Some eye primers make it difficult for you to blend out your eyeshadows, and this one does not do that at all. I find it really easy to blend out my eyeshadows when I use this primer. Then on to lipsticks, which is, well, lip products, which is the last things that I wanted to show you guys. So I am going to start out with a moisturizer, a lip balm from Nivea, and oh my god, these things are amazing. They are life-changing. I know I'm so dramatic, but honestly, they are amazing. This one is in Caramel Cream Kiss, and this one's the last one I purchased. I have tried a couple of different ones from them, but they're just so good. If you apply lipsticks and you always have the problem where your lips are chapped and the lipstick just looks nasty because your lips are always chapped, try to apply this on at least like 15 or 20 minutes before you apply your lipstick, and it is going to help you out so much. I find it that my lips look completely different when I apply this like 15 minutes before I apply my lipstick. My lips just look a lot smoother, and it's so easy to apply lipstick if you use this first. So honestly, if you have really chapped lips and lipsticks do not look good on you, try this out first, and it might be able to help you out with chapped lips. The next product that I wanted to show you is a lipstick, and it is from Bobbie Brown. It is this one right over here, and I also wore this lipstick on my wedding day, and it is called Sand Wash Tool. It looks like this, and it is just like the perfect pink lipstick. It's not like a bright pink or anything like that. It's kind of like a mauvey nude pink lipstick. I've gone through like 2 of these, and I just love them. Whenever I'm not sure what type of lipstick I want to wear, I just always grab this one because I know it just looks good with almost any look. Then the next 2 lipsticks are kind of newer. I've only had them for a few months, maybe not even actually, yeah, for about 2 months I think. but I really wanted to include them because I love them. They're both from Maybelline, and it's from the matte collection that came out, and oh my god, these lipsticks are amazing. The first color is called Lust for Blush, and it looks like this, and it's also like a nude plummy pink lipstick, so this is a perfect color to wear every day. And then the next one is called Touch of Spice, and it's kind of that color that everyone's wearing now, that's like a burnt kind of like pink brown color. This is a color that's perfect for that look, and I don't know, they're just amazing. They're matte, but they're not like super dry, because you know how some matte lipsticks can be super drying on your lips where you can't even like rub your lips together. These are not like that. They look matte, but they're still not like really harsh on your lips or anything like that, and they're super easy to apply. So I love that, those two lipsticks from Maybelline. And then another lipstick that I have is from Revlon, and I have a couple of these lipsticks. I've had them forever, and I think that they are amazing. They're super pigmented. It's from the Show Off, I'm not really sure, it's called Show Off Lip Lacquer, and they look like this. They're just incredibly pigmented. Like, it's crazy that a drugstore lipstick can be this pigmented. And again, they're super easy to blend, they're super easy to apply on your lips, and they're just so pigmented. I love these. So that is actually everything that I wanted to show you guys for my 2014 favorite beauty products. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. It is my first one, so like I said, I was super excited to film this video for you guys. And until the next one, I am going to at least try to film about a video or 2 videos a week for you guys. So yeah, thank you for watching this video, and until the next time, I hope you have a good one. Mwah! Bye!